Hi everyone, Jalapeno Gal back with another coloring book review. The one I'm going to show you guys today is Majestic Mandalas, a rich assortment of supersized theme mandalas and coloring fun and relaxation by Orna-Ben Shoshan, and I hope I pronounced that right. Now, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of this book, and to be real honest with you, I didn't find really any cons. I think maybe just one, and it's really not that big a deal. So, the first thing I want to point out to you guys is how big this book actually is. It is a really good size book. So, like, this is your average size coloring book. This is the comparison to the average size coloring book. Let me back it up a little. Yeah, average size coloring book. Now this is Lost Ocean, which seems to be one of the biggest ones that I've seen out there. And look how much bigger it is in comparison to that. So it's a really good size, which is a plus because the designs that are actually in the book are bigger. And they're not your typical mandalas. They're lots of fun, different designs. And I really love it. I mean, I like it because they're bigger, and there's a lot of people that do these designs that have really poor eyesight, and so they have to use a magnifying glass with a lot of these because they can't see the little tiny details when they color. So that's a big plus. I mean, I think that's a big plus that, you know, you have the bigger designs, and there's tons of different ones. See, this is like teddy bears, rocking horses, bicycles, you know, for kids, teapots, seashells. I mean, it's a variety of designs in this book, and I really like it. Now, they're one-sided. That's a plus, so you don't have to worry about bleed through or ruining a design on one side because you prefer markers. And it's also spiral bound. It doesn't have the binding of the book going down the center of your design that you're working with. So that's a huge plus. Now, the only con that I found really with this book was they don't have perforated pages, so you can't tear it out smoothly. You'd have to cut it with a box knife or something. I'm trying to get through these designs and show you. There is 30 pages, so you have 30 different designs in this book. The paper is a really heavy cardstock. It's not just, you know, computer paper. It's really thick and heavy. So I use Sharpies and Bic markers in this book, and even though they bled through a little bit on the back side of the page, they didn't go through to this side of the page. So, like, I always, you know, put some paper in between my designs to protect it anyway, but this one didn't bleed through even on the paper that I had over there. So that was a definite plus. I used all sorts of mediums in this book. These were on the back side of this page was Bic markers and Sharpies, and that's everything you see on the back of that page. I used all kinds of mediums that I had on it. This is color pencils, fine liners, gel pens, Bic markers, Sharpies, I think I said fine liners, I'm not sure, but you can see how fun this is. I love this page. I had a lot of fun doing it. I did not try watercolors or paints, but being that the artist is actually a painter, I would imagine that as much thought as she put into this book for us, that you could probably paint as well onto it. Now, this one was just for fun. It was all Bic markers, fine liners, and Sharpies, except for the glasses and the sand in the background. I forgot to do an umbrella. So that, yeah, let me show you the back of this one. That's the Sharpies and the Bic markers, and it did not bleed onto the paper that I had on this side. So, pros: spiral bound, heavy paper. You can use markers. They're one-sided, not perforated. So, pro or con, to me that's a con, but not that big a deal. 30 designs. The back of the book is cardboard. It's heavy-duty cardboard, so you can sit on your couch or sit on your bed, and you don't have to hook your book up to a clipboard. And given the size of these, you know, I could see that being bad for a lot of people if it didn't have this, because they would complain about not being able to have a firm surface, or, you know, I always have to sit at the table and color with this one, so that's a plus. Now, one little thing I wanted to point out is in the front of the book, she added this paper for me. It told me a little bit about herself as a painter and her designs. And I never knew this about mandalas, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to read it to you. It says, the center of the mandala represents the core, the central point of our being, and the margins represent the external shields that cover it. We need the marginal elements in order to face the outside world. This calming, creative activity helps us connect with our own energetic center and therefore to our true selves. As we do so, we forget the background noises and have the opportunity to get into a meditative, serene state of mind. Therefore, coloring mandalas is a super addictive activity with vibrant and playful results. So I thought that was a pretty cool little bit of information. So her website's KabbalahHindsights.com, and I will put a link into the description box for that. And I will try to put a link to this actual book on Amazon. Now, the book that I found on Amazon, the color on the cover on the back is red. It's not blue like this one. So and it's only $5.50, and I find it hard to believe that this book would be $5.50, but I don't really know. So there's no product description on the one on Amazon to give me measurements and size. So I mean, I'm just gonna say it's up to y'all if you want to buy that for $5. You know, you really can't beat that if you like these designs, but I can't guarantee that the quality is the same as this one. Hopefully she's got it on her website for sale, because I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this. So, again, Jalapeno Gal, check the description box, subscribe below, and add some comments. Love you guys. Bye.